Let's start with the first video of today. Survival life hacks that may kill you. Interesting. Don't know why. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's go.
Hey Harry.
Hello.
I recently saw a clip on Side Plus where you said we should survive a desert island together for a video.
I'd love to do it.
I'd love to do
that. I'd love to do it.
So I thought this video would be a good one for us to prepare and not do these 10 things that could actually kill you.
Sorry, how long are we talking?
A day.
A day.
We get there early morning, like 6, and we have to survive until I think like 24 hours. So we have to make camp at some point and get food. Yeah. We have to forage and make.
As a gang, or are we against each other?
Yeah, no,
Why,
we're all together.
Groups.
As a team.
Why?
A whole team, one team.
I think I think
two
two teams is funny because if you have a 3 and a 4, one team might like.
Nah, but then there'll be sabotage and someone will take it too far and one of us will
and
die.
it'll be Lord of the Flies and someone will get stabbed.
I think it's good. I think we do it all together. We split off. So like this group goes and tries to get us food. This group's gonna try and build us
different
shelter.
responsibilities.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Because I ain't trying to have my base set on fire by JJ.
No.
Alright, here's 10 survival life hacks that can actually kill you.
Also, just saying, Simon, bold of you to assume that JJ will be able to light a fire.
No, he'll steal it from you.
Number 10. In case of lightning, lie on the ground.
Oh. Okay.
If you ever find yourself outside during a lightning storm, do not lie flat on the ground.
I never knew that.
Why? Well, for one, this survival
Under a
tip
tree.
is mostly based on well-meaning but wrong assumptions. For example, it's a common misconception that lightning only strikes the tallest objects. On the contrary, lightning can hit anywhere, from buildings and
you
trees
hear that,
to
short
parking lots
dons?
and the soil. Therefore, flat on the ground could actually
just
kill
as much
you.
trouble as me.
You see, when lightning strikes, a ground charge could spread out in every direction, right from the base of the area struck.
what do you
almost
do?
like a ripple effect.
Jump.
Lying
Stand
down
under
is even
something
dumber and
tall.
more dangerous than you'd think,
Run.
since you're basically providing more potential points on your body for the lightning to hit. Here's what you should do instead if you're caught outside. Try to crouch down in a ball-like position with your head tucked in and your hands over your ears. This will keep your body's contact with the ground to a bare minimum. Otherwise, please find shelter. Number 9.
So you like squat down,
making a fire in a cave.
Brace yourself like on the
Contrary
plane.
to their name and the fact they discovered the advantage.
This'll be us.
Cavemen
This'll be us, boys.
error that bringing a fire deep into their cave was dangerous. Today, though, many still believe it's a good idea. The truth is, you should
fumes,
never,
isn't it?
ever start a
Yeah,
fire
we
in a
have smoke,
cave. It's
something
extremely dangerous because, among other things, the heat resulting from the flames causes rocks to expand and break, which can
God.
cause cave-ins. But that's not all. It's well known that fires can also produce carbon monoxide, a poisonous gas that has no smell or taste and therefore is especially dangerous. It produces mild
Jeez,
progressive
carbon
frontal
monoxide got
headaches
COVID.
and drowsiness. Ultimately, though, prolonged exposure to this gas in a confined space can lead to death. And
God.
guess what? Caves tend to be very confined spaces with no fresh air ventilation. It's
No
not
way.
surprising then that when a fire starts in a cave, it spreads easily.
See, I'd
Too bad
have done this. I'd have gone deep into the cave and lit a fire.
there
But
we
now I
go.
know.
it's not equally easy to stop. In
Save your life,
2019, when a
Bob, you're
cave
welcome.
fire
Why would
broke
you
out
do
in
that
the
even,
Los
bro?
Padres National Forest in California, the blaze burned 4,300 acres down to the ground in less than 24 hours. Climbing a tree if a bear is chasing you. If you're wondering what you should do if
I would've
you
done
ever
this.
encounter a bear, the perfect answer is to basically fight your instincts. Easier said than done. I bet most people think that at the sight of a grizzly bear, you should run as fast as you can away from it
Nope.
and find an out of
No, you
reach
make yourself
spot like a
big.
tree
And
or
still.
a telephone
Yeah,
pole. That, my friends, is the easiest way to end up in the bear's claws and jaws.
Good stuff, Harry.
What you want to
ready?
do in that situation is to avoid close contact with the wild animal at
For those
any
English
cost.
grizzly
So,
bears.
first of all, the US National Park Service website advises to slowly back away.
Oh.
Any sudden movement could startle the animal,
you
triggering a
walk away.
chase response, in which
Slowly.
case you're toast. Climbing a tree is also a terrible idea. This is because there's no way a man
Bruh,
can climb
I
over a
ain't climbing
tree.
like
Getting
that.
you down.
Your scared brain will probably tell you to find the highest place to hide, but don't do it. Bears are excellent climbers, and if they're already after you, there's a
But
high
at the same
chance they'll
time,
follow you
right,
up there.
If I'm being chased by a bear, I'm done for. If I'm up a tree and a bear is climbing up, I can at least kick down.
Yeah.
You're
Maybe.
not wrong.
You got the high ground. You could do a bit more
Uh,
damage.
Well, it has to keep its hand or its paws on the tree. So if it starts trying to hit me, I just need one little kick and it'll fall.
I mean, I rate the optimism.
like
maybe.
it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I'm
Whether you
not
get
saying.
that high up the tree in the
No, I'm not
first
saying
place.
it's a solid tactic. I'm just saying compared to running away.
Yeah, mate. Well, yeah.
Slowly back away. Be like KSI and just one bang it, knock it out.
Number 7. peeing on a jellyfish sting.
Oh, I would
Being
have done
stung
this.
by a jellyfish
I had to
sucks.
do this in
The
Hawaii.
pain is so intense that even
this
if you
could
have the
kill
slightest
you.
chance of making it better, you'll try it.
Oh, is it?
That's
Well, I pissed on
probably why
myself.
the myth
Depends
that
on
peeing on
the
jellyfish stings
pH
eases pain
thing, right?
spreads so easily.
Depends
it also
on
might be due
whose
to the
piss
fact
it is,
that
I
urine
guess.
contains compounds like ammonia
My
and
own piss.
urea. These substances may be helpful for some stings, however, your pee contains mostly water, which dilutes the ammonia and urea too much to be effective.
Oh.
Additionally, the pee may actually worsen the sting. It is in fact the
Oh.
jellyfish tentacles that cause the pain. They have stinging
they're
cells,
aliens, man, look at
pneumatocysts
them.
that contain venom.
Yeah, I can back you on
Sodium
that
in
one.
your
No,
urine,
jellyfish
together
are
with
odd.
the speed of the
Very
urine
odd.
stream,
Hate
could
it.
move the stingers around the injury and
It
cause
makes
the
no
cells to
sense.
release
Oh.
even more venom.
But is there a
Now, with
brain
the
in
average
there that's
jellyfish
moving it?
sting,
Like,
the
what-
worst
like,
thing
what-
that can happen is a trip to the hospital covered in
it.
pee and an insanely painful rash. But
Why
what
am
if
I
the
doing
venom
it?
of that jellyfish was
Oh.
particularly poisonous? Peeing on it might literally be the difference between life and death. Number 6.
So what, are you meant to do it or not?
No.
Drinking pee?
not meant to.
What?
Because the worst that will happen if you do get stung is you get a painful rash.
Drinking pee. Not only will drinking
Bear Grylls
urine
told
not
me to.
save you from dehydration, it
sterile
can actually
and I like
endanger
the
your
taste.
already critical conditions. To understand why, first you should probably
Is
know
anyone
that
considering
depending
this
on the
anyway?
environment of a
No.
person, an adult can survive up to a week without water and 3 weeks without food. Whereas among the lovely things that may happen to you if you drink pee, there are sore gums, nausea, and failing organs. Now, I'm not saying that drinking a few sips of the stuff will kill you, but drinking urine for a prolonged amount of time, even for a day or two, will cause the opposite effect of what you want: dehydration.
Who's drinking
You
piss
will add
for a
extra
day?
work to your kidneys that will
Grylls.
use more water to process the waste in the urine than it gives you to survive. Oh, and did you know that pee
He
is full of
filtered it a
bacteria,
little bit,
among
right?
the most famous the
Through a
Staphylococcus, which is known to cause food poisoning and gum
He
infection.
probably drank
I
snake
don't know
piss.
about you, but I can think of better ways to go.
Oh.
Number 5. Cactus. One of the most infamous tips on how to survive in the desert if you have no fresh water and are in desperate need of liquid is drinking cactus water. After all, it can't be that different to coconut water, can it? Well, actually, cactus water is very different from coconut
Oh,
water
hell.
and natural water in general.
Okay.
For example, in order to avoid aggressions from thirsty wild animals, most cactus species protect their spongy flesh not only with spines, but with acids and potential alkaloids too.
Oh, no.
Oh,
These substances
no.
make the beverage
Oh,
too sour
no.
to tolerate for the human
Wait,
body
what about
and
cactus
are
fruit?
taxing on the kidneys if in
Cactus fruit gotta be fine because plants want people to eat fruit to
And-
spread the seeds.
And Red Bull make cactus fruit flavour, so I imagine they're not trying to kill us.
I've never heard of cactus fruit. Is it a fruit that grows on a cactus? What is this? Is it?
Yeah.
Are we going to get demonetized for this image on screen right now?
No.
No.
Aye.
Why would we?
Oh my god.
Looking at an underboob.
digested. In particular, also include morphine, strychnine, quinine, ephedrine, and nicotine, which have physiological effects on people.
Jeez, get a little
Additionally,
buzz
the
off
flesh
it.
of some cactus causes vomiting, diarrhea, and even paralysis, which, in an emergency situation, can lead
Do you
to
hear about that guy
death.
that ate a snail and got paralysed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
It was
I
a
heard
slug,
about
no?
this.
Oh, slug,
There was a slug,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a dare. It was a bad dare.
Number 4. Suck the venom of snakes.
Nope.
You've probably read
Yeah.
this in books, watched it in movies, played it in Red Dead Redemption, and maybe even seen it in documentaries. But the best thing to do when a snake
these
bites
make
you
my
is either
skin-
to call for an ambulance if possible and wait for it while remaining as still as you can, or by getting someone to take you to the hospital as soon as possible. In whichever case, try to keep your movements to a bare minimum, since moving will make
Ah.
your blood, infected with venom, run faster around your body. And you'd want to avoid that, since if the venom spreads quickly, it won't just stay at the point of the bite. This brings us to the next point.
The longest.
Sucking the venom
God
of snakes
damn,
is
man. What
useless.
the?
In fact, by doing so, you can make your situation even more serious. Your rescuer, for example, could get venom in their mouth and therefore their system too, making your situation even more dire. Or, as demonstrated by a study in the New England Journal of Medicine, you could also damage nerves and blood vessels, which would then lead to infection. Don't waste time and try to find the nearest hospital.
Okay.
Number
I will.
3. Wearing plastic bags to lose weight.
Okay,
On
who's doing
paper,
this?
plastic bags, waist
Harry
trainers,
before
and even
Vegas.
more sophisticated devices are a great way to lose weight in a
Do you
short
mean like a
period of time.
sweatsuit, or do they
Yeah.
mean like
Yeah, I think so,
But the
yeah.
sweatsuit does work. A sweatsuit
No,
does
but
lose
some
weight.
people
see what
actually
they
use
say.
plastic bags.
People who recur to
Fair
these kinds of
enough.
remedies will see their weight decrease rapidly. This is why it's easy to fall for this dangerously rapid solution. However, weight loss can come at a high price. In practice, sauna suits increase your sweat, hence a loss of water while exercising, which is why it's touted as a hack. Basically, all the weight loss you'll see on your scale is not caused by fat burning, but dehydration. Therefore, not only will your body immediately regain what you've lost, when you rehydrate again, but you'll also put your body into extreme danger. The sweating technique can ruin your thermoregulation since dehydration increases the body's core temperature. Cardiovascular functions, renal functions,
This one
muscle
makes
strength
sense.
and endurance can also be damaged. In extreme
I mean, they all
cases,
make
excessive sweat loss can cause hypothermia and high levels of myoglobin in the blood, all of which can potentially kill you. If you really want to lose weight, you might as well stick to traditional training and professional advice.
Hear that?
Number 2, using ice to quench thirst.
This
Thirst
can
can
kill
really
you.
drive you insane, so whatever quenches
Brain
it,
freeze.
even temporarily, may seem like a good option. However, you should never ease your thirst with something other than water in the long term. Still, what do you do when there's no potable water around you and you really don't want to drink your own urine? An old survival hack suggests finding
Hey,
some ice,
yo.
presuming you're not in a desert, and consume that instead. It doesn't seem like
You
such
could
a
have,
bad
lots of
idea, does
bacteria and
it?
stuff
After
in it or
all,
something.
ice is water.
Have to find
But
out.
you see, although ice is a form of water, it's not really the same thing. The difference in this situation is quite important. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, unlike water, ice is unmineralized and has low density. In the long term, ice consumption could lead to some serious illnesses, like infections and
But what if you
cardiovascular problems.
melt the ice and then drink that?
Guess that's fine. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you're saying don't eat cubes of ice? Okay, I won't do that. I'll just put like.
How does it lead to
Ice
infection?
cream. What about sorbet? That's kind of like ice.
I feel like this is if you have no access to water.
But if you've got ice, then you have got access to water because you just
Yeah.
melt the fucking ice. You've got a little box of water right there, like.
Yeah. I don't get this. I don't get this really.
What's
Which, in
difference
the most
between
severe of
ice water and
cases,
water?
can lead to heart failure.
Heart
This
failure?
is due to the need to eat ice, known as pagophagia, being linked to anemia, which can then cause these issues according to the Mayo Clinic. On top of everything, ice does not even hydrate you
Clinic for
anywhere
Mayo.
near the same level as water, so while it can work temporarily, it is not a safe replacement for a true water source. Number 1. Remove a sharp object
Oh, I know
from
this
a
one.
wound.
Yeah, this is-
Yeah.
Here's a tricky
That's-
one,
Wait,
especially
really?
if it ever happens to you.
Yeah.
Having a
Wait,
foreign
what?
object.
Oh, okay. I thought this meant like a little stone in your arm or something like that. Not,
No,
not
no,
a
if you get
big
shanked,
knife.
Yeah, if you get shanked, you leave the
sharp
knife
object,
in.
yeah.
Object stabbed into your body must be one of the most uncomfortable and painful things imaginable. The body will feel the need to remove it from the affected parts. Still, you must be stronger and resist temptation. In fact, every expert will tell you that removing a knife or any other impaled object from the wound can only make things worse and in some cases even cause death. In fact, once the object is stabbed into the body, it acts like a plug to the injury and reduces blood loss. The moment you remove it, the blood will flow freely into an acute hemorrhage. The best thing to do is simply to apply pressure around the wound and the object with a piece of fabric and wait for an ambulance.
It's gonna
Elevate
fucking
it.
hurt.
So those were 10 survival life hacks that can
Ah.
actually kill you.
Yeah.
Have we missed any off the list?
Well, I hope that was useful.
Yeah, I've learned a few things.
That last one's definitely useful for you, Toby, living in Stratford.
Oh, there we go.
Don't say such things. Don't say such things.
If you've put bad judge on me right now, the comments will come for you, Simon.
No, I meant because you're gonna stab someone.
Why would I stab someone? Simon?
Keep digging.
You're
keep
digging yourself a
digging.
hole. Alright, thanks for watching, you lot. We'll catch you in a bit.
Thanks for the video.